I've been reflecting on a lot of Daniel Dennett's teachings since his recent passing, and he's had major influence on my own philosophy. And one of the major things he's left me with is this idea that we can radically transform the way that we think about going about philosophy. For instance, Dennett previously was really big on coining terms and finding coinages that were very descriptive to get to a very particular point. And this is what a lot of philosophers argue is at the heart of philosophy. For instance, he had the term sky hooks and intuition pumps and the scientific acid that eats through all illogical and irrational thinking. And he's done a wonderful job of portraying those notions. But I think what he's come to realize, at least as he's expressed in his more recent interviews, such as that on the Theories of Everything podcast with Kurt Mongol, the idea is that we can become obsessed with terms. We can become very much bewitched by language, like Wittgenstein talked about. We can become obsessed with our coinages or particularize prescriptive ways of describing certain things, and then taking that as an axiomatic, step-by-step process towards arriving at conclusions. This has served us very well as philosophers, using an axiom and then working from that and staying steady with our particular definitions. But I think he really started turning this idea on its head in his more recent debates with folks like Robert Sapolsky and others on free will. So he uses the term, well, he says we have the term inevitable, and so he says that this insinuates that things can also be evitable, or things can be altered, and so our decisions are not entirely determined or deterministic. They can be altered by something, by what? We don't know yet, but I'm willing to call it free will, or at least a functional free will. And so this is a lesson that I hope many philosophers will take with them on their journey into introspection and bridging the gaps between epistemology and ontology. We have to be able to say, yeah, I know what you're getting at. We don't have to define it, but I know what that essence of that is, of the concept that you're presenting is. We don't need to put a particularized definition on it. So this has been a big lesson for me, and I just want to end this by asking, what lessons has Daniel Dennett left you with?